Welcome back, fellow Minecrafters. It's time for another exciting episode of Small Content Creator SMP Advice. I'm your host, Draken, and today we're diving into a topic that can strengthen the bonds within our small SMP communities. Get ready for what your server mates are hiding. Okay, it's a bit of a clickbaity title, but have you ever wondered what your server mates are up to? What shenanigans they are doing behind your back, or what amazing builds they have been constructing? Well, did you know there's also a very easy way to find out? Because they're publishing their adventures and their creations as content, usually here on YouTube or other similar platforms. That's right, folks. We should be watching as much of our server mates' content as possible, especially the content that has been made on the same server that we play on. Now, you might be thinking, why should I invest my time in watching their content? Well, there is both altruistic and reciprocal reasons that actually makes it worth our while. Firstly, supporting our friends and server mates is essential, and your server mates will be your friends. Either you have become friends because you have been on the same server together for a while, or if you're just starting out, then these are people that you're hoping will become friends. And one of the things that you do as friends is obviously help each other out. By watching their content, we add to their views, likes and comments. This boosts them up in their own statistics as well on YouTube. It shows better engagement on YouTube, and when videos have more comments and more likes and more watches, then YouTube is more likely to try and push that video out to others than a video that has none. So if we are sitting there supporting our server mates, we are giving their videos the best chance possible to be seen by a wider community. Our server mates' content has a very unique charm. While we may enjoy watching bigger and more polished content creators, the content from our server mates has something special that you won't get from those larger SMPs. And that is because it's happening on the same server that we play on. It's like getting an exclusive backstage pass to all the Minecraft magic itself. Watching our server mates' content also helps us to stay informed about what's happening elsewhere on the server. It's an engaging way to know about new projects, collaborations, and events. Plus, it might even inspire us in our own content creation or give us ideas of things that we can do on the server based by what we see them doing on their videos. And here's another little secret for you: reciprocation. When we watch our server mates' content, they are more likely to watch, comment, and like our own videos. I know I don't mean we should go around and bash them over the head if they don't do that. People have different time constraints, obviously. But the more you comment on your server mates' videos, the more inclined they're going to feel to want to do the same for you as well. In that scenario, it's a win-win situation where we boost both our viewer counts and engagements and helps us grow together as a server. But there is also an indirect way in which it reciprocates back to us as well. As our server mates' content grows and their channels grow, and more people discover them, and the more we can help them to get there, as people discover them and see their content, YouTube's algorithms will pick up that people are watching people with your content creator server's name on it. And once it's got their name into there, it is more likely to recommend other people's videos from the same server. So the more you can help your server mates grow, the more likely it is that it's also going to come back and help you when you're on the same server. I know what you're thinking. How do we find time to watch all this content? I mean, it was literally just an episode ago where I was advising you not to burn yourself out, that we don't have the same amount of time and availability to us that some of the bigger SMPs do, where they are full-time YouTube content creators. And yet now I'm saying to you, but you do need to spend a lot of time watching all of your fellow content creators' content from your own server. And that could add up to quite a lot of hours. Especially if we need to find time ourselves to needing to play the game itself, create our own content, and maintaining our own Minecraft adventures. But there are a few tricks we can use up our sleeves for this. For those who can do some degree of multitasking, you can try watching the videos on another monitor or on your smart TV or on your mobile phone while you're doing other activities, such as playing Minecraft. If you're playing on Minecraft and you're not actually interacting with anyone that particular time, maybe you're just doing a bit of digging, for example, or you're working on a build, you can always put the videos up on another device or on another screen. Likewise, if you're cooking or cleaning around the house and doing the things that we have to do anyway to maintain our homes, then you could be putting it on in the background. Even if you're commuting, just remember that if you're driving, that you can only have the audio on, don't have any live video on. Please stay safe. And if time is really, really tight, you can play the videos on silent while doing something else completely. It's not ideal, but at least they will get a view, and we can still leave a like and a comment afterwards, even if it's a simple yay or nice video. Of course, ideally we want to be watching them, but if we haven't got the time, then that's the way to do it. And of course, while we're talking about videos, let's not forget about streaming as well. This advice that I've given here is primarily concerned with video content, but it is also relevant to streams. If we're available when our server mates go live, tuning in, interacting and showing our support is a fantastic way to help them grow as well on those streaming platforms. And if we miss a stream, we can always catch up on the VOD afterwards. And don't forget, you can also lurk in the back of a stream. So even if you can't actually spend time directly interacting with the stream, you can still tune into the stream and let them know that you're there and that you're lurking, and then just do what you need to do, and yet they still get the stream review account, which helps them. Okay, well, let's also cover the other subject that we may not want to be touching on too much, and that's what do you do if you don't like their videos? I mean, yeah, we would love to be able to like everyone's content, but let's be realistic. Even with the larger SMPs, most of us will only watch a couple of the ones that are our favorites and maybe catch a few videos from the others as we go along. And there may be some, even on those servers, that's just not our cup of tea. And that's fine. Different people have different tastes. And that includes with our own SMPs and with ourselves when we're looking at our fellow content creators' videos as well. You will enjoy some people's videos more than others, even on the same SMP. Of course, you probably don't want to tell them that, of course, if you want to keep being nice, but it's still a good idea to watch their videos. Even if the bare minimum is just to play it in silence while you're doing something else, that helps out. But it also helps us in our growth as a server together. And if you are watching their videos, you can use it as an exercise and see if there's anything in their videos, that things that you don't like, and keep a mental note of that to make sure that you don't do it in your own content. And depending on the person, and you've got to be careful with this, but depending on the person, you can also use it as an opportunity to provide feedback. And if you're providing feedback to your fellow server mates to improve their content, then again, their content gets better and everyone grows as a server. The key with providing feedback is to be aware of how the other person feels about receiving feedback. Some people have more trouble receiving feedback than others, so obviously be careful and respect people's boundaries in regards to that. The important thing with providing feedback is also that you're supposed to be making the other person think, oh, that's a great idea, I might give that a try, rather than making them think, oh, that person doesn't like my content. Now, one other important note to keep in mind is the potential for spoilers. Some server mates might have surprises or events planned in the videos that they want everyone on the server to experience together. If you're on a large SMP, things like Hermitcraft for example, it's perfectly okay for some of those content creators not to watch their other server mates' videos, because by them not watching, it's a drop in the ocean compared to their viewership. But for us smaller SMPs, that can have a significant impact. To avoid spoiling the fun, it's best to either warn your server mates if your video contains spoilers, or hold off on releasing that video until the surprise has taken place. It ensures everyone can enjoy the element of surprise and excitement. One other idea is that you could also not show that spoiler moment in your video if you are sticking to a weekly schedule, and put it in a later video, giving a nod back to the past as to when that happened. Remember, in the world of smaller content creators, losing even a small base of viewers can have a very large impact. So at the very least, we should make it a priority to watch the content our server mates create that's based on our shared server. Of course, it's also nice to watch some of their other content if they make more than just content on your server, but particularly you should be watching the stuff that is done on the same server as you. Now, you might be wondering, how do we keep track of our server mates' new content? Well, if you use Discord, having a dedicated channel where everyone can share their content is a fantastic way to stay up to date. And talking about Discord, in the last episode I shared in the description a link to the Unorthoblocks. This is the fan Discord for the Unorthoblocks SMP, which is the SMP that I'm a part of. And a few of you guys found it and came over to the Discord, which is great to see you there. But do bear in mind that is the fan Discord for Unorthoblocks. I'm going to share in this description as well a link to MC Collab, which is a Discord channel that has been set up by a number of small content creators on Minecraft SMPs that is really geared towards collaboration and discussing subjects such as this video. In fact, after my last video, there was quite a lot of discussion in the NC Collab Discord about that video itself. I'll leave the links to both Discords in the description below. Just bear in mind that when you sign up to the MC Collab one, they will ask you for a bio and they will also ask you for a link to your content, just so they know that you are a small content creator, because it is designed purely for content creators. In addition to staying up to date with your fellow server mates' new content in Discord, you can also stay up to date to it by ensuring that you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on their channels. And actually, while you're doing that on their channels, please, I would appreciate if you do the same here as well. And don't forget to leave a comment below. You gave us loads of comments on the last episode and it was amazing to read. Whether you agree with the stuff I've put here or not and you have a different opinion, I'd like to hear from you below. Your feedback means a lot to me. Before we wrap up, I just want to take a moment as well to express my sincere gratitude for the incredible feedback on the first episode. Your support and enthusiasm has simply blown me away. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. Now, my fellow Minecrafters, let's make a pact to support and uplift our server mates. Let's watch, like, comment, and share their amazing content. Together, we can create a thriving and connected community within our small SMPs. Thank you for joining me today. Keep supporting each other, keep creating, and remember, the power of community is what makes our small SMPs truly special.